Hello everyone, welcome back. In this session, we will see the last two pending commands from the data menu, named ranges, protected sheet and ranges. So let's go ahead with the name ranges. So name ranges is basically we can name any particular range, okay, with some range, okay. So there is a tip here given. So one can use the name ranges in formulas as well. And these are very handy when you have especially the data which is dynamic or the data which is getting changed after every interval or multiple users are parallelly working on any data set, making it larger or smaller at any point in time. Okay, so let's go and add name range 1, let it be, and then I'll select the range. So this is my range. Okay, okay, done. Okay. So now what is the use of this is basically it will be useful in formula. So for example, if I have here company 4, okay, and I wanted to use the VLOOKUP using the named ranges. So for example, reference is this one. Here instead of typing the array every time and then making it a static by putting a dollar sign here, and sometimes we might need to use the similar formula at multiple locations, okay, say in this sheet as well as at this particular location at other locations. So in that case it is handy that if we create any named range and we can use that in multiple formulas, and whenever there is a change in the data we just need to go once to our name range, okay, click on the edit and modify our data, for example this one. Okay, done. Now this is how we can change our named ranges. So going back to our formula, so here I'll just start typing the name of that particular range and see here it has popped up the range. So you just select on that and then complete your formula. Say I want value for 2020, so which is basically fifth and 0. Okay, now see 96 is appearing for company 4. If I change to company 12, it will show you 106. Okay, so similarly I have the same formula here for say company 1. Okay, so in this case if I now change my named range, then in both the cases it will be applied simultaneously and did not have to change the ranges in each and every formula. So this is how the named ranges are very handy and are useful when there is a collaborative working on the sheet. Okay, moving on, protected sheets and ranges. So here basically when we are working in a collaborative environment, when multiple users are working on a sheet, we can either protect a sheet, entire sheet, or we can lock a particular range for the other users. Okay, so let's go ahead and click on this and see here. This is my test range which is B1 to C3. Let me first delete this and let's create a fresh one. Add a sheet or range. So here I can enter say lock for edit. I can click on the range here. Say for example, I do not want to give edit access of this particular data to any of the users who are working on this sheet. I can click on that. Okay, and say okay. And here after clicking on okay, I can click on set permissions. And here I can click on custom whether only I want to edit this data. These are all range editing permissions. Anyone with whom the sheet is shared, they can see the data. However, this is only editing restrictions. Okay, so currently these users can edit. We can remove this and then select only you. then only the owner of the sheet can edit the data. Okay. Custom, you can add as many email addresses here whom you wanted to give the access along with you, etc. Okay. Changes here. Now similarly, we can lock the sheet as well. So clicking on it on again, then click on the sheet tab, and from here, whichever the sheets are available in this particular spreadsheet, we can select and then click on set permission, and similar process can be followed. The shortcut for this locking the sheet is there in the sheet menu itself. Click on the sheet, and here you will see the protect sheet. If you click on it, the same menu opens directly at the sheet tab. Okay, so I hope you got the concept clear here. So thanks for joining. Stay tuned for the next, and thank you.